Good morning. This is the Great Basin Fire potential briefing for Sunday, July 30th. A lot on the map. Still some breezy conditions across parts of Nevada and the Idaho mountains, both today and tomorrow. But the bigger story is the return or the final or first appearance of the monsoon coming up from the south. You see those areas in green expanding northwards as we go through the early part of this coming week. And on the outer fringes, there'll be a mix of some drier lightning with the wet, so there could be some new starts on the western and northern peripheries that will need to be monitored. Lightning over the past 24 hours, a lot of this was on the wetter side, but still some new starts. As you'll see, there is some definite wetness here, about a quarter to a half inch. We see the darker shades of blue down in the south, but lighter precipitation further north. But still, new fire starts in the red, recent fires in the yellow. Initial attack has definitely been picking up the last couple of days. Past 14 days of precipitation. There's been some stuff especially in the eastern Great Basin, but the further north and west you go, the drier it has been. Severe fire danger mapping system combination of ERC and the burning index shows our most critical areas up here in the Snake River Plain, but just about all areas now, at least at the high level, except for some of the higher terrain in Utah, also further down south where moisture is encroaching. Current fuel conditions, ERC, up in the central Idaho Mountains on the Salmon Chalice, you can see that it is up above normal, not too far from the 90th percentile, above the 90th percentile in southwest Idaho, and even down in southeastern Idaho, in the Canyons region, well above normal for this time of year. The reason, no monsoon, but that is about to change. On the satellite imagery, you see that monsoonal moisture starting to gather down south, typical with the Four Corners high sitting in one place. Also, that persistent low pressure area, unusually deep right off the Vancouver coast, and that's providing the breezy conditions up in Idaho. So for today, we do have high risk for winds up in the central Idaho Mountains in the vicinity of the Hayden Fire. See the drier air punching in there, the tighter height gradients, and the stronger upper level winds. At the same time, the monsoon with the moisture starting down in central Mexico, pushing up and actually expanding across the Mogollon Rim and a good portion of southern and central Utah. Today, you can see the breezes coming in, moderate breezes up here. Also winds still in the 20 to 30 mile an hour range. We see the orange a little bit in the Sierra front. The humidities are coming up in the south at low 20% range, but still dry in the north, especially dry in the west. And there is a precipitation today through about midnight tonight. You can see it, some locally heavy amounts headed for the Arizona Strip and light to locally moderate amounts in southern Utah. Now for tomorrow, there is the full monsoon train getting into Nevada as well. You can see a lot of the PSAs turning into the green with combination of not just precipitation, but persistent higher humidity. Still dry up north, still the wind concern. And you see stronger winds up here gusting to 35 miles an hour. Some moderate winds out here in southern Nevada as well, but the humidity there coming up. And you can see the precipitation, a broad swath through Arizona and pushing up into a good portion of the eastern half of Utah, maybe even southeast Idaho and parts of Wyoming. Humidity will be on the rise, especially across the eastern Great Basin, and a big blob of moisture just sits over the area on Tuesday. See our PSAs definitely trending wetter, the humidity trending higher, winds pretty much diminishing. 3-day precipitation tells the tale when you add it all up. Wetting rains for all of Utah, a good portion of eastern Nevada, all the Arizona Strip, and starting to push a bit further north. And there's that northward push on Wednesday into Idaho, places that haven't had much rain, also into parts of northern Nevada. More PSAs turning yellow. You see just about everyone yellow or green, except for maybe the northern Sierra front on Thursday, Friday. And then by Saturday, drier air starts to push in from west to east as this moisture looks to be rather short-lived, and the monsoon rather short-lived. Drier air pushing into Arizona. 7-day total precipitation. 8 to 14-day, interesting, shows above normal western areas, cooler than normal eastern areas. Drier than normal in the Arizona area means the monsoon is ending, but wetter than normal in the north. Not sure about this. This is the latest model. Day 9 to 14 precipitation total shows little to no precipitation for the northern area, so it's a little interesting here. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.